Hey Sarah, good afternoon. Hey, I was just wondering. It's already been 2 weeks since you moved into that house. Are you all settled in? How are you holding up?
Oh, hey, Arlene. Good of you to call. Surprised that anybody was keeping track of it. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. Well, our kids are about the same age and will probably be going to the same school.
I'm a bit settled in, but still getting used to the place. But I did get a feeling for the neighborhood and a good idea where all the shops are, especially the supermarket.
Oh, yeah? You do all your shopping, huh?
Excuse me?
Well, you live in that huge house. I figured you'd have a maid or two to do all the grocery shopping and cleaning around the house.
Yeah, right. Well, I am planning on hiring a gardener and someone to do the house maintenance when it's needed, but no maid at the moment. I plan to do all the cooking and cleaning and anything else that needs to be done.
Oh, really? I see. I didn't realize you had such a working class mentality.
Are you serious? Working class mentality? Seems a bit rude.
Oh, please. I was only kidding. Don't take it literally.
I'm sorry, I really have to get back to work.
Don't tell me you also work. Yeah, right. I've never seen you leave the house for work or anything.
I work at home. Online. With all the technology now, you really don't have to leave your home. Things have really changed in the last few years.
Is that right? I thought you were just a regular housewife. I see. So you're working.
Okay, like I said, I really have to be getting back to work. Goodbye!
All right then. Talk to you again.
Hello, Arlene? Do you have a little time?
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, my son Carl. He was saying something weird today, and I was just wondering.
Yeah, Carl. What about him?
I hope you're not offended by what I'm about to say, but I had to make sure I had it right. Could you verify something for me?
Oh, yeah. Okay. What is it?
Again, I'm just trying to confirm something, so don't take it the wrong way. Are you seeing James? Like, just the two of you meeting somewhere?
Huh? Why do you ask?
You know that your house is on the way from my son's school, right? Carl said he saw James going into your house on several occasions.
Oh, I see. So he saw him, huh? Well, I suppose if there's a witness, there's no use in denying it. Yep, that's right. Your son isn't mistaken.
I have been meeting with your husband James on numerous occasions.
And I have to admit, it's very... how can I put this? A mature, adult relationship, if you get my meaning.
You're not serious.
I am, and we've been seeing each other quite a few times. You've probably noticed that he's been out quite a bit recently.
Yes, I certainly noticed that. It hasn't been his normal everyday routine recently. Now I see what's going on.
Ever since I saw him when you were first moving in, well, I had my eye on him.
Excuse me?
The reason why I sent you that line message was just a ploy to get acquainted and be a little closer to James. Worked out nicely in my opinion. I really have to thank you for acting as our matchmaker, if you will.
Hold on a second. Arlene, you're forgetting something, aren't you? You're married, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's right. But my husband is away on a business trip. No, not really a trip, though. He's working out of state for about a year now. That's why I was able to make my home our little love nest, if you will.
Let me get this straight. You're married, but you have no qualms about having a fling? What in God's name were you thinking?
Oh, having a fling. It's nothing of the sort. You don't understand, Sarah. We're in love. We're both in agreement. We both want this. No one is having a little fling. This is the real deal.
What I'm saying is it's not what a married woman would do.
What can I say? We are in love. There's nothing we or anybody else can do about it.
You're being totally illogical. You can't just say you're in love and that's it.
There's nothing to worry about. All you have to do is divorce him and I'll marry him. Everyone's happy, right?
You are totally demented. Besides, there is no use talking with you. Anyway, let me ask you a little about James. I may even have to force you guys to stop seeing each other. This isn't over.
Oh my, did I anger you? If it's about compensation, don't worry about that. I'll pay for that, no problem. And as for James, he's staying over at my house tonight, so he won't be home for dinner or breakfast.
Let me just ask you one thing. Why James? Why did you target him?
It's obvious, isn't it? What does a woman want from a guy the most? Money, of course. His high annual salary, and he's certain not lacking in that department.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, maybe I talked a little too much, so may as well tell you.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Your husband makes $500,000 a year, and I did the deed with him. So just hurry up and divorce him and forget about the whole thing.
Okay. $500,000 a year? What the hell are you talking about? Where did that come from?
Okay, see ya.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't realize you had lined me since last night. I had my phone in my briefcase. Didn't notice it until now. Sorry. You messaged me a bunch of times, I see. Is it urgent?
Urgent? Are you nuts, James? Of course it's urgent. Do you realize what you've done?
Huh? What is it? Are you pissed about something?
Oh no, I'm not pissed, dear. Of course I am! What the hell were you thinking? Where the hell are you anyway?
I'm at my girlfriend's place. The one I recently started seeing.
Are you talking to Arlene?
Huh? You know about her, sis?
Yeah, I got it straight from the horse's mouth.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, now that you know, I'm going out with Arlene. As you already know. So I don't know why I'm telling you. I know your kids go to the same school as hers, but I would appreciate it if you would not make a big fuss about it.
What is it with you, James? You seem so blasé about it.
Huh? Really? I think I'm actually acting pretty normal.
You do realize that she's a married woman.
Huh? Say again?
I'm saying that this Arlene of yours, she's got a husband.
Excuse me? You're kidding, right?
By your reaction, I can tell that you had no inkling.
I know she has 2 kids, but I figured she was a single mom. She never mentioned a husband.
She said her husband is working out of state, at least for a couple of years, it seems.
You're not serious.
What's Arlene doing now?
She's still asleep.
How about her kids? Where are they?
She has the kids stay at her folks' place when I stay over, so they're not here at the moment.
Okay, I see. Just act normally and don't say that I called or that you know she has a husband. Just do as you usually do and come straight home. I know you probably have some affection for her, but we have to do something. For now, just get home and we'll discuss what we'll be doing going forward.
Okay. Yeah, sis. See you later then.
Sarah, are you there? Where is James? Do you have him locked up at home? Where is he? I haven't been able to contact him the last couple of days. What have you done with him? Just because he chose me over you? That doesn't give you the right to come between our love. You're really playing dirty, you know that, Sarah.
Lock him up? Are you serious? I don't have some weird fetish to lock my little brother up in his room.
Huh?
Huh?
What do you mean, little brother?
Yeah, my little brother James. I call him Jimmy, actually.
Huh? Hold it a second. You're telling me he's not your husband?
Jimmy, my husband? Are you serious? My husband died 3 years ago. So that $500,000 that you had your eye on? I'm sorry to break it to you, but that annual salary can't be my husband's. Obviously.
You're making this up, right?
And no way Jimmy has that kind of annual salary.
You're kidding, right? Then who is it that has the $500,000 annual salary?
Maybe you're thinking of our grandfather who recently passed away?
Your grandfather?
You might remember that there was an old man living here alone before we moved in.
Yes, I do recall there was someone living there, but I didn't give it much thought.
That was our late grandpa. Or, more accurately, he was my husband's father. When he was alive, he was a pretty well-established real estate owner. And he bought and sold property all around the state, even some out of state. I was told he made close to $500,000 a year. Before he passed away recently, he divided up the inheritance and he drew up a will that would leave an equal amount to all family members. As for this house, he left the house to my husband and I, then to me, since my husband passed away 3 years ago.
Oh, so does that mean... That means you, Sarah, you're the sole owner of that huge house?
That's right.
You're not serious, are you?
Luckily, my grandfather knew that I would be able to maintain the house financially, and he knew that his son cherished the place. It had a lot of memories, so he left the house to me. After my father retired from his company, we all moved into this house. Me, my son Carl, my younger brother James, and my folks. The 5 of us live here now.
I can't believe this! James never mentioned all of this. So there was no reason to even take James from you.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were so adamant about going out with my brother. When I told him that you were married and that your husband was working out of state, he was pretty shocked. He had no idea that you were married. He thought you were just a single mom. As a matter of fact, you told him that, right? He feels he was duped into the relationship. So, I would appreciate it if you would leave my brother alone. He wants nothing to do with you.
Just out of curiosity, what kind of annual income does James have?
Well, considering his age, probably average.
Oh, really? Well, if that's the case, no thanks. I want nothing to do with him. Goodbye. Hey, Sarah, what's the meaning of this? Did you spill the beans about my little affair with James to my husband?
Yes, told him all about it. Actually, not exactly me. It was James. He told him directly.
Are you serious? He just went ahead and told him everything. Has he totally lost his mind?
Well, my brother just couldn't let that pass. He felt he'd been conned. He simply couldn't let it go. I remember that you told me where your husband worked, so I told him. And then after he asked around and found out where to contact him, my brother felt bad about the whole affair. He didn't think you were married. He needed to apologize to your husband and told him everything that happened. He had to get it off his chest is what he had to do.
What the hell was he thinking? You know what happened because of his stupidity? My husband divorced me. That's what happened. Are you guys happy now?
Oh, is that so? That's really too bad.
And what's more, I lost custody to my child, and now I have to pay compensation as well as educational support.
Oh, yeah? Really sorry to hear that. Well, I guess it was your fault. I wish you luck.
Excuse me? What's with the attitude? Don't you even feel a little remorse for what you did? You ruined my life! I have no family now! What the hell am I going to do now?
Remorse? No. Not a bit. It was all of your making. Because of your dumb little mistake, my brother was used like some toy and tossed away. How do you think he feels? He is my brother, and I love him, and I would do anything to protect him. You should be the one having remorse. The whole family is worried about my brother's mental stability. He was really hurt. Did you even stop to think about that? After he talked to your husband and confessed to what he did, he has finally come to grips with this whole mess. So I would appreciate it if you would just butt out and leave our family alone.
You can't talk to me that way. I was going to allow him to get back with me. Don't come crying to me later on because I will simply ignore him. I have way more important things to do.
What the hell are you talking about? You really think my brother would go back to you? You conned him into this because you thought you'd get rich. You didn't give 2 cents about him. He would never go back to a conniving, money-grubbing little witch like you. You show your face in front of us again, you'll regret it.
How dare you say such a...
I hear you had to promise that you would never come near your family again. Isn't that what your husband demanded of you? If that's the case, the same goes for our family. Please, get lost.
You people are evil! I was going to live with my parents, but they cut all ties with me. I'm alone, completely alone. What have you done to me? I have to work to pay child support. How can I do that alone? Isn't there one person in this whole world that will be on my side?
I really don't want to hear this crap any longer. Please get lost. I heard that Arlene never really worked much, just some part-time jobs here and there over the years. And now she is forced to work and pay child support all by herself. Well, it's all of her making. But after all that, she failed to admit her guilt. She finally found a live-in job at a family-run restaurant. It went okay for a while, until she started making moves towards the owner's son. She apparently tried her con game again, but the owner found out and fired her. On top of that, the owner pressed charges, and she was forced to pay compensation. By all accounts, the son was married. When I heard that, I just shook my head in dismay. But she wasn't finished just yet. Evidently, she borrowed money from some shady loan agency and, not surprisingly, got into trouble again. I later heard she came crying back to her ex-husband, apparently fearing for her life. But she soon realized she was no longer able to contact anybody. I never heard what happened to her after that.
Hey, take care, Sophia. I left her by the front door. Again? You have to stop doing that, sis. How many times do I have to tell you to not leave your daughter in the front of our front door? If you're going to make us take care of her, you at least have to give her to us in person. It's fine. I don't have time for that anyways. And why would I even ask you personally? I text you anyways. That's not the point. Hey sis, let's say it's fine that you're leaving Sophia with us. I'm sure you have a lot to do since you're searching for a job, but all you do is play around. You go hang out with your friends to go shopping and drink. Sophia is suddenly separated from her friends because you got divorced. I'm pretty sure she's nervous with her current situation, so stop thinking about yourself. You have to think about her as well.
Shut up! Stop trying to make me feel bad! You don't work at all anyways. You home all day and you have a lot of free time, so you can take care of a child.
That's not the point. I'm saying that you have to pay attention to your own child. Don't just play around. Also, I'm not jobless. I'm working from home while helping with Mom.
I don't care. If you're working from home, you're basically jobless. Also, Mom doesn't have dementia. All she has problem with is walking, right? I don't think you really have to take care of her. So why don't you just take care of my child? I also want some time for myself too.
I'm saying that it's not good since all you do is play around. You don't even help out with Mom or come visit her. I don't want you saying things. It's easy taking care of her. My husband is also on a business trip, so I'm busy. I hate how you don't think about my situation at all.
I'm sorry about that. I don't want other people bothering me too.
Anyways, I'm glad Sophia isn't anything like you. I don't know how such a sweet little girl was born from you. You don't even pay us any money for taking care of Sophia.
But you're my older sister. Anyways, take care of her.
Okay. What time are you coming home tonight? Do I have to feed Sophia dinner?
I'm not going home tonight.
What?
I'm going on a trip from today for 5 days.
You're going on a trip? For 5 days? That's so long. You have to tell me that in advance.
I told you right now. Stop being so precise.
If you're going to leave your child for 5 days, you should at least tell me a few days beforehand. And you're telling me on the day. What are you thinking? How can you leave your child?
I don't want to bring my child on a vacation. I can't go anywhere I want, and she's so annoying. Just take care of her as usual.
Oh my god. If you're going to leave Sophia alone this much, your ex-husband should have gotten custody. I think it's much better for her future. He seems very nice. I think it's much better than her staying with us.
What? If I do that, I won't get child support. I am making a living right now from the child support. That's why I got Sophia's custody. So without the child support, I'm gonna have to work. I don't want that.
And you call me jobless? You're the one that's jobless.
Shut up. Anyways, take care of Sophia. My train's coming anyways. Bye. Isabella! How's it going? Hey!
It's so loud. What? Are you drunk?
No, I'm not. I just had 8 beers.
I think you are drunk. I don't care if you are, but don't bother me this late at night. Mom wasn't feeling good, so I've been with her and I was about to go to bed.
I feel so sorry for you. You don't know anything and you're changing Mom's diapers.
What do you mean? What do you mean I don't know anything?
Well, look at this.
What?
Do you know who it is? Of course you do. Because this is your husband. Are you surprised? I am on the trip with your husband right now.
Why is William with you? I thought he was on a business trip.
That's a lie. He's on paid leave right now to go on a trip with me. William is so sexy. He was drunk, but he was so aroused.
When did this start? Stop playing around. Why are you having an affair with my husband?
You're so scary. Don't be so mad. You're going to be even more ugly. I don't know when exactly it started, but it happened before I got divorced.
Unbelievable. What are you doing? How dare you have an affair with my husband?
Stop being so mad. William also said it. He said that you aged after taking care of your mom. He doesn't think of you as a woman anymore. You're always mad at me, but your husband doesn't like you. Too bad.
Fuck you. Where are you right now? Why would I tell you? We're having an amazing time together. This is so funny. You don't know you're being cheated on and taking care of my child. And your husband makes fun of you for taking care of your mom. Your life sucks. All you do is take care of your mom and my child. You can be a slave like that for the rest of your life. Shut up. I'm not gonna forgive you. You're not gonna forgive me? What can you do? If you don't have your husband, you can focus on taking care of your mom. Say whatever you want to say. You're annoying me, so I'm going to turn off my phone. Goodbye. Hi, Isabella. I'm home. I'm at the station, but I don't have any money for a cab. Can you pick me up? I was with William, too. How can you say that? I'm sure you remember our conversation. How can you ask me that? And I can't change the fact that you already know about it. You can't do anything about it anyways. Anyways, come pick us up. Hurry up. I don't care. I don't have time for that anyways. Help yourself. Why not? You're not busy, right? Just pick me up. I have souvenirs. I don't have time for that. Mom passed away. What? She passed away? Yes, we had a funeral. What are you saying? Mom? When? I told you Mom wasn't feeling good. The day you went on the trip. That night, she started feeling even worse. Things seemed different, so I called an ambulance. And when she was taken to the hospital, they did everything they could, but she passed away. No way! Why didn't you tell me? How can you do this to me? I called you 1,000,000 times. I called you and also William, but you guys are the ones that turned the notification off. Our cousins also texted you. Oh yes! Oh my god! But since Mom passed away, that means we can get her inheritance. Excuse me? I'm talking about Mom's inheritance. We're only kids, so I think I get half. How much can I get? Hey, your mom passed away, and you're thinking about money? How shitty are you? I hate you from the bottom of my heart. But since the funeral is over, there's nothing much I can do, right? So, how much do I get? None. What? You don't get anything. Not even $1. Why? I'm supposed to get half. Normally would. But Mom said she will give it to Sophia, half of her inheritance. And she said that your ex-husband is going to take care of it. She said you're not going to get a penny. That's what she wrote in her will. Or what? What do you mean? I can still understand her giving it to Sophia. But why my ex-husband taking care of it? We got divorced such a while ago. She doesn't want to give the money to you. Why would she let you control it? It's obvious you're going to use it. So she decided she's going to give it to her ex-husband. It's my money. And Sophia is with me. So how can he take care of it? That's alright. Your ex-husband came to the funeral. I told him about how you're treating Sophia. He said he's going to gain custody. And Sophia wants to live with her dad. She doesn't want to live with you who doesn't take care of her. What? What are you saying? Don't decide things without me. Without Sophia, I don't get child support. What's going to happen to my life? I haven't got child support for this month yet. I don't care. Also, you could demand some money. But I know you borrowed some money from Mom before. So even though you demand money, I don't think you'll get that much. What? But I don't have any money. I don't care. Also, I'm getting divorced with William. So I'm going to demand alimony to you as a mistress. What? I'm not going to get the inheritance and you're demanding me money? How dare you? That's my line. You always took advantage of me, and now you deserve what you've been doing to me. You have to regret your choices. Also, tell my husband too. There is no place for him as well. My sister and husband came home rapidly. Our relatives and my husband's parents were so mad at him. She had to cut ties with his family and was kicked out. Also, my sister's ex-husband demanded for custody. After a huge fight, he was able to get Sophia's custody. So now, without the child support and my sister having to pay me alimony, she tried to find for a job. but she has no certificate or past career, no company wants her. She hasn't been able to pay for rent and was kicked out of her apartment. I guess it's her fault for only caring about her. I think it's good medicine for her. I got a divorce with my husband and got alimony from him as well. Although he was a little stubborn at first, he worked at his uncle's company. And his whole relatives were on my side, so I was able to divorce him pretty smoothly. Although he still works at the company, he was moved to a very small department. I don't care though because I don't like him anymore. Also, due to this, I became close with my sister's ex-husband, and we started dating. Sophia also asked me to be her mommy, so maybe we'll be a family one day. I'm very excited for that.